What's up, y'all joining with me? Let's start off with a little bit of music. Like I said before, this is called 5432. Your time is up. Hopefully, um, they'll let me use it. You had to get yours in now. I gotta get mine. You came with me, and you know I don't play. I'm sorry, it ain't going your way. Yeah, I thought I hit you with some 90s groove. Jade, 5432, your time is up. So let me get some church announcements out the way. I mentioned earlier. Oh, I forgot to do my introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening from. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I hope you did. I missed you too. Man, getting this message out is, whew, it's been something. And now at Unapologetically Tea, we do have a slogan now. Don't steal my slogan. It's called Raw Growth, Real Stories at Unapologetically Tea Podcast. Raw growth, real stories. So let me get on into it. If you are in the Memphis area, and this is a little plug, this Saturday on the 31st, we will have the Memphis Fashion Nation fashion show. It is going to be starting, and hopefully, Reggie, you don't kill me. It's going to be starting at 7. I may be wrong. Reggie, please correct me. It's going to be starting at 7 at Artifacts. And you can Google where Artifacts is. It's off of Brooks Road next to Train Fit. I'm messing it all up, but I'll put the information up much later. So let's get on to it. 5432, your time is up. What are we talking about? We're talking about healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. We're talking about who is attached to your life and who is assigned to your life. There is a difference. Who's attached to your life and who is assigned to your life. Let's start off from left and right. Um, so I read this book called The Gift of Rejection by Nona Jones. I urge you to definitely read this book. She pretty much unwraps the gift of rejection and how, in a way, it develops us. And something she says so poignant. It says there are people who are attached to your life, and then there are people who are assigned to your life. There is a difference. And in this day and age, we have to be careful to realize who's attached and who's assigned. I know what you're thinking. Okay, Tiffany, what are you talking about? Attach and assign. I'm glad you asked. What is explained in the book is there are people who are attached to your life. Attachment means They are the type of people where they are there when they need something done, when they need for you to promote their stuff, when they're there, need for you to provide, provide your influence. And they're also there to seek advice or counseling. And then once they get they thing going on, then they're gone. They're like the wind. Then they're gone, which leaves you what? Empty. Those are the people that's attached to your life. The people that are assigned to your life, they want to sing you, they want to see you win no matter what. They want to see you win no matter what's going on. They are going to have your back. They're going to make sure that if they need to correct you, they will correct you. They need to, chin check you in love. Those are the people that's assigned to your life. So I pulled up something that says how to set healthy boundaries. And it says that, and we all say, oh, I got to block my, I got boundaries to set and everything else. Setting healthy boundaries requires self awareness. We need to be clear about our expectations of ourselves and others and what we are not comfortable with in specific situations. Setting healthy boundaries require good communication skills that convey assertiveness and clarity. We get that word twisted up, assertiveness. You think you got to, nuck if you buck, if you mean assertive. Assertiveness is involving expressing your feelings openly and respectfully. RESPECT. It doesn't entail making demands, but it requires people to listen to you. So I'm all about communication. As you see, journalism major, MBA in conflict and negotiation management. So I'm all about communication. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if you're coming at an aggressive tone that says, I don't feel like dealing with you. I think you crossed the line. Then that person going to take it as, you know what? Forget you too. I think you're selfish. But if you are assertive, you are you are opening up your feelings respectfully and getting the point across clearly. And that's okay. You can sit up there and be respectful and say, hey, look, I don't like how you did me in the past couple of years. So I'm gone. I think, we should cut it off from here because I need to focus on myself and my mental clarity. That's being assertive. Now, how the person takes it, that's way on them. At least you got your feelings out. What you can and cannot tolerate. Now you can speak that in an assertive tone and people will still take it the wrong way because everybody is in their feelings. Everybody's in their feelings. It used to be a time where, somebody could tell you, look, you messing up. You doing this wrong. And you be like, yeah, 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 okay, I get it. But it's like you have to tip around people's feelings nowadays. But at the end of the day, think about it. When they did what they did to you, did they tip around your feelings? Did they care how you felt at the moment? Did they even consider the actions that will hurt you in the long term? No. And I'm speaking Libra terms. I'm a Libra. We all about being fair and balanced. But you have to evaluate yourself and say, hey, what is it I am and am not going to tolerate? What is it that I am not going to tolerate? And this is self-evaluation. I'm going to tell you why I came up with this topic of 5432, your time is up. It was a time where I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I decided to do a social media fast. I mean, I'll say not social media, but all fast. Listen. I didn't look at the TV. I didn't, listen to any music except it was jazz. And I work out as well, listening to Audible book, which is The Gift of Rejection. And I just pretty much shut the world off. And I encourage you to do that because with so much static noise and so much things that's going on and so much negative media, sometimes you got to turn the world off because if you keep going in and listening to whatever the hell the person that's you already know, I'm not going to give this person airtime. He got too much. Um if you're stuck on what this person is saying and you're getting caught up in all the social media debates and the TikToks and everything else, then you're going to be mentally drained by the end of the day. So I decided to turn the TV off. As Kendrick Lamar say, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. I decided to just shut down and shut myself off and where I even put my phone on do not disturb. And I came to a conclusion. I asked God, I said, at this point in my life, I want to know who is assigned to me and who is attached to me. And how should I go about dealing with this? How should I go about dealing with this? And one thing I know about prayer and meditation, it's a powerful thing because, like, lately I've been getting downloads, whether I'm in the middle of work or working out or either sitting around. I'll just get a download like that. And I ask, who is and who is not attached to me? Who needs to go? And I put it to you like this. He gave me a clear list, and right now I'm checking it twice. And here's in my next segment, I'm gonna step on some toes, but this is what you came here for. Nothing has not changed with Unapologetically Tea. Okay? This is exactly what you came for me to do what I do. So I got my list and I'm checking it twice. And then I did a pros and cons list on each person in my circle. I did a pros and cons list on each person in my circle and I rated it from 1 to 5. One being minor, okay, we can possibly work on this and so, and 5 being, oh, I'm not tolerating this anymore. And I wrote down what I refuse to tolerate from this person, and I thought of a strategy plan how to communicate with this person or persons. I suggest, go out in an open forum or go somewhere at a restaurant, Starbucks, with a lot of witnesses. With a lot of witnesses. Because folks is crazy nowadays. With a lot of witnesses. And clearly let that person or persons, peoples, know, look, I came to the conclusion this is what's going on. Um, this is not helping me mentally, and some of you physically or even spiritually, because you do have spiritual leeches that latch on to you. And I'm gonna be honest, at one point in time, yeah, I was a spiritual leech. What is a spiritual leech, Tiffany? The people that latch on to you whenever they have a problem and they need for you to pray for them. And I know some of my friends, I know they got tired of me. And I know some of them were probably like, oh, here she go. And pretty much they suck that's whatever you have left and they go on about their business, their day to day. Like, ain't nothing going on. So I write a pros and cons list. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to go about doing this? First thing I will tell you, do it face to face. Text messages can be interpreted in their own way. Over the phone can definitely go left or right or side to side, back and forth. You really need hell, even FaceTime the person. As you see, we got FaceTime now. You can FaceTime anybody from your phone. Just FaceTime them because they really need to see your face. They really need to see that you mean business. They really need to see that you're not taking their bullshit anymore. They really need to see that. Because once they see that, they're gonna be like, oh, oh, she's serious. She real serious. Or he's serious. Oh wow. Okay. I guess it's my time to exit. Be prepared. So set at a open space. And of course, y'all have to be face to face. There is nothing more important than face to face communication because I don't know about you. I have been told from a lot of my friends that my eyes and my face is going to express how I'm feeling. And if you out there, I am here with you. We see each other. My eyes and my face gonna tell you exactly how I feel before I even open my mouth. But speak to that person face to face. Talk to them. Let them know, look, this is how you hurt me in the past. This is what I'm not getting from you now. And this is what I'm going to do moving forward. How you hurt me in the past, what I'm not getting from you right now, and what I'm going to do to move forward. And you have to be, for some people, you got to be clear and concise because they will twist and turn your words, especially if they're a narcissist. Now, if they're a narcissist, they coming into the conversation on, I didn't do this, I blame, going and blaming this person except for taking responsibility for themselves. They're going to come in, offensive. Like everything that's coming out of your mouth is going to be offensive. And at that point, you speak your piece. You speak your piece and you tell them, hey, I acknowledge what you're feeling, but for me, I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with you. You're not providing right now in this current time where I'm on my next phase. You're not sitting up there pouring into me. You're taking out of me. And I need to move forward. I need to move forward. And a lot of people think moving forward is just, oh, I ain't talking to this person no more. I'm deleting their phone number. I'm doing this. I'm unfriending them. Nah, that's not it. Moving forward, if this person is not pouring into you, they don't get access to you anymore. When they call you, you don't have to answer it. When they text you, you ain't got to respond. When they send you something on Facebook, you ain't got to like it. You may have to take those drastic measures for some people. And to speak personally about myself, I have always been the person I've always said, hey, I'm not dealing with this person. I'm just going to cut them off. That's it. I'm going to cut them off. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to cut them off. And guess what? That person could call me and say, hey, I need your help on this. Can you do this for me? I know we're at a rough patch right now. Is it possible, can you hold my hand through this process? And I've always been like, and I could have been mad as hell at this person. I could have pretty much cussed them out in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Buddha, or whomever you believe in. I could have been mad as hell at this person, but guess what happens? Okay. And I'm going to circle around and I'm going to write this down. Okay is not a good word. It's a dirty word. I'm going to stay with me. I'm going to bless you. Okay is not a good word. I'm going to go back to that point. So, okay is not a good word. You can't okay to everything because everything is not beneficial to you. You can't say okay to everything. You literally have to step back and evaluate and say, what is going to be the end result if I say yes to this? How am I going to benefit from this if I say yes to this? In the end, am I going to be drained if I say yes to this? So let's go back over the steps. You got to tell that person how you hurt me in the past. And when you tell that person how they hurt you in the past, look at their posture. Look at how they are responding to you. And if they are responding to you like, no, kind of tensed up, then you just have to ignore it because you have to get your feelings out and your words out. How you hurt me in the past. And that may be a long, long list. What are you doing for me now? What have you done for me lately? What are you doing for me now? Even though you hurt me in the past, what are you doing for me right now? And here is my final decision of moving on. So I'm going to give you an example, but let's get into the real shit. I'm dealing with it right now. I'm not going to go that much into it, but I will say I'm looking at a lot of my family members different. A lot of them. There's a lot of things I'm looking at different. And it's hard to check family because as a community, we have been raised to not, family is family. You're going to always need your family. It's family before everything. Is it? What if the family that you have is hurting you and draining you spiritually and fucking your mind? Then what? What do you benefit from it? So it's a woo. Gotta do the Ric Flair. It's a lot of family members that I'm looking at right now, super different. And if you're watching this, if it's you, don't say amen, say ouch, as Pastor Eddings used to say. My pastor. Nobody wins when the family feuds. But what happened? Do nobody wins if they're feuding with you? See, I'm the black sheep of my family. I can admit it. I'm the black sheep. I'm the problem child. I'm the drinker. I'm the person that's the on site. I'm the fighter. I'm all of those things. And I can admit that. But I am at a point in my life, I'm trying to get away from that title. And I'm trying to set boundaries, even with my family. Now, nobody wins when the family feuds. How is it still the same thing when you got a whole family feuding with you? And you're in the battlefield fighting for yourself? What sense does that make? And I've let a lot of stuff slide with a lot of family members. When I say I have bit down on my tongue, I have said okay to some things that I didn't want to say okay to. Let's put it out there. It's a lot of things I said okay to that I didn't want to put out there. And my problem that I had was I was too transparent with my family. That was my problem during my divorce. I was too transparent with my family. Just like how I'm transparent on this podcast. Trust me, they knew about that first. Some showed support, some judged me. And that's a shot through the heart when you're going through something and you're thinking about, okay, these are a group of people that I love, that's in the center of my heart. Even when I'm going, I'm going through something, I should trust you to be there for me. Forget your feelings on how you feel about the situation. I'm asking you to be there for me now. And it was such judgmental stuff. And I'm like, I don't need to hear this shit right now. I'm sorry if y'all gonna hear a couple F bombs or whatever. I don't need to hear this right now. I need for you to listen. And PSA to families, and I'm checking myself as well. When your family member comes to you, sometimes they just want you to listen. They just want you to listen or give a hug. As I said on my previous episode, I didn't know how much it meant for me to have a hug. Don't come in with your thoughts, family. And I'm talking to everybody's family, me and you, your mama and cousin too, second cousin, whatever. Dad side, what mama side, whatever. When people come, when your family member comes and they are distressed, they are distraught. They just want you to listen. And when you start inserting your own opinion and what you should do, then you lost them. That's when they go to people that is like family. I'm going to put it out there. It's people in my circle right now that I can go to and talk to them, and they listen. They give me a listening ear. And when they're ready, they'll say, okay, I understand that. Here is some advice. I don't have to say it now, but I can say it later. Y'all have to listen. Family, listen, not just here, not let it just go in one ear and out the other. So right now, I'm really looking at my family like, and don't take it as I'm beefing with everybody. I'm not beefing with everybody. I'm just taking a separation period for now. I'm looking at everybody like, hmm, how are you helping or hurting me? If you can't respect my growth, you can't respect the decisions that I made. And most importantly, if you can't respect the person that I love, that's on you. That's not on me. There are some people, it's my some of my family members, they have been in some crazy ass relationships, and I know that person was not good for them, but I always say, look, long as you happy, I'm happy. That's it. I don't get in they shit unless they bring the stuff to me and say, hey, this is what's going on. Oh, thank God I can hear this better. This is what's going on. And little sis, cuz I need your help at this point. Like my cousin Candace, when I say she calls and she said, cuz, I need your help. Or cuz, or I call her cuz, I gotta talk to you. We literally sit up there and we talk to each other. And I let her express her feelings. And then from there, I'm like, okay, cuz I understand that I've been through there myself. And it's just an open communication. So family, even my family, stop putting the judgments aside and listen. And listen. Create a safe space. Stop all the bickering, the fighting, the the um the backstabbing. We need a safe space. My family, I need a safe space. My family, I need a safe space. And from now on, that's what I'm going to look for. I still love you. I'm always love you. But right now, I'm just sitting back and working on me. Be prepared. There gonna be sometimes, well, it's gonna be sometimes I'm gonna say no. No, I take that back. It's gonna be a lot of times I'm gonna say no. Here you go, T finna say no. And it was a lot of stuff that has happened. I ain't gonna ripe on my family because I don't want you to think I'm just exiled from the family and I'm, just disconnected from I'm just taking a serious break at this point. A serious break. It's a lot of things that has hurt me in the past. And the biggest thing is I've been left out of some major events before that hurt. The miscommunication hurts. The judgment hurts. So nobody wins when the family feuds, but does everybody still win when the family is feuding with you? Okay. If you can't say amen, say ouch. So let's break it down so ever consistently be broke. Let me go back to my healthy boundaries. And I hope that I'm going to challenge you today before I go back to my article. I'm going to challenge you today. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. Take a 24-hour break. If you can. If not 24 hours, hey, 3 hours before you go to bed. 3 hours before you go to bed or you turn in. Take a disconnect from the world and sit back and evaluate everyone. I do mean everyone. Friends, family, and then baby daddies, ex-boyfriends, if y'all still in contact. Uh even frenemies. Evaluate everybody in your life. It may not take probably take more than a day or 2 or 3. Sit down, write a list, check it twice. Think about how this person hurt you in the past. And how deep was that cut when they hurt you? Did it, hurt you where you just, bounce back? Or did it hurt you where you was down so long? Now, what are they doing for you in the present? How are they pouring into you in the present? How are they supporting you in the present? Write that down. And then be prepared to tell them, look at here, because what I'm giving you is actually a script to write down clear and concise answers when you have that face to face or FaceTime with this person. I'm giving you clear and concise answers, directions. Because sometimes my words might get tangled up, but nobody's perfect. And try to go pick a date out, not an actual date. You can come in looking like me. But if it's somebody that you used to mess with, if you want to use my diva trick and come in like, here I am. Let this be the last image that you see of me. I have my petty ways. I'm sorry. But make a make hey, let's meet up, blah, 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 etc. And sit down. Or if you had a time, let me FaceTime you. And FaceTime. And you can see their reaction. Alrighty then. Uh healthy boundaries, healthy boundaries. One of the things that I learned about seeking healthy boundaries mentally is not looking for validation when it comes to social media. Not looking for validation anymore, people. You hear my podcast, great. I put the message out, great. Long as it reach one, I don't give a damn who just looks at it. I don't give a damn if you like or share it. I don't. because you do not determine. Social media does not determine my value at all. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. I don't do Twitter, but because when you have people, some that know you and some that don't even know you and don't fuck with you, when you're looking for the applause of everything, and that's what I was guilty of. Because I was like, man, everybody else is, getting likes and shares, and they ain't sharing my stuff. What did I do wrong? But I came to the conclusion: as long as I got you listening to me, you ain't got to share anything. Just for you to hear my voice and speak my truth is more than anything. You ain't got to listen. You ain't got to like. You ain't got to share. Long as you hear my voice and you hear what I'm telling you, especially the folks that know I'm talking about you, I have won. And that's the attitude you have to take mentally. Yep. I just dropped my daggone thing. Jesus. I guess that's the enemy saying, hey, I don't want to hear your damn voice either. I'm a novice to this, but hey, I ain't perfect. Well, my grandma, you said the last person that was perfect, you saw what happened to him. I got little ears. As I was saying, when I put up there that I lost about 50, about almost 30 pounds, I didn't put it up there to get the applause, the accolades, or anything else. I want to show people that slow and steady wins the race. It's going to be about when I started working out. Dang, I just thought about it. I started working out like late December of last. No, yeah, it's about late November. Well, I know it's been almost a year because I was diagnosed pre-diabetic, and I'm like, oh hell to the no, let me do this. So when I put my post out about me losing weight, I didn't give a damn about the applause. I love that people were congratulating me and supporting me and everything, but I put stuff out there to show people that hey, if I can do it, who's a black sheep, who is the person that's, counted out, if I can do it, you can do it. Just with my podcast, if I can do it, you can do it. To speak your truth. That's all what my podcast is about, to speak your truth. But I didn't live for the applause. And it was just like, oh, okay, cool. Ooh, that's great. But don't let social media determine your value. Because if you're trying to appease or please everybody else or get somebody's attention, you're just only draining your own mental battery. Not everybody is going to be for you. There are some people that's on your timeline that's cool, that's legit. And then there are some people that want to pretty much, stalk it and see what you're doing so they can run back and tell whomever that you messed with back in the day or fucked with, this is what's going on with her. And I tell you that on another episode, but it was a strategy to that I did. Or it's just people that's just don't even fuck with you, but want to see what you're doing. Don't let that determine your value at all. And that's what I was guilty for. And I mean that now. I don't care who looks at this. I don't care who likes, and I don't care who shares. As long as I can reach one person, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, one person, then this platform is not in vain. I promise you that. And plus, my people from South Africa still representing with me. I love them. They have been faithful listeners. The second country besides the United States has been listening to my podcast. So my South African brothers and sisters, y'all see I pay homage to y'all. Love you. So next, let's go to this final point because I don't want you on here too long. Yeah, 7:55. Angela Davis just said it was 7:55. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I ain't got my Angela Davis on. But yeah, it's a Angela Davis always pop up on my see. Yeah, she gone now. Angela Davis always pop up on my screen. Um, it's bad to say okay to everything. It's not healthy mentally to say okay to everything. Saying okay to everything drains you. It drains you. It drains you. I was the okay queen. There were times where I felt like I didn't feel good or I didn't want to do this, but I didn't want to be looked down as selfish. And I just be like, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? That's cool. I'll do it. It drained the hell out of me. It drained me. It drained me. So there is a danger into okay. You have to be intentional what you say okay to. Don't be like me and say, okay, well, let me take that back. Don't be like how I used to be and say okay to everything. You have to be intentional. Okay, if I say okay to this, what the hell am I walking into? What is the pros and cons? Okay, all right. Well, why am I saying okay to this? I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like going out. Be careful who you say okay to what situation and be careful who you say okay to. I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and I've been in this therapy game before it became popular. I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and, I was talking about someone that was in my life where I took like kind of a break, and the spirit hasn't bestowed upon me to reach out to this person because I know if I reach out to this person, the first thing that they're going to do is pretty much say, why it took you so long. I was trying to figure out why you were mad. And my therapist said something that mm, had me like, what? My therapist said, maybe in the past you trained them to think like that. Mm, maybe in the past you train that person to think like that because you are always the one that is reaching out. You are always, if there's a long break, you are always the one that's reaching out. And guess what that person says? I'm just gonna sit by the phone. Eventually, her conscience is gonna eat her up inside, and you know, eventually, he, she, or they, their conscience is gonna eat them up inside, and then they're gonna come back. I'm just gonna sit by the phone and wait. You got to break that cycle. You got to disrupt old patterns that you set for people because if you keep doing that, they're gonna continue to have access to you. And when you say go fuck off, then they're gonna be like, okay, you telling me to do that. I know eventually. So I'm gonna end this. I find people today that's attached to you. People that is attached to you, they're all about what they can get out of you. What can you do for them? And what possibly from the way you train them, what you will always do for them. Find those folks. This week, I challenge you. Write down what they did in the past. And if it's too painful to write down what they did in the past, skip to skip to step number 2. Let them know what they are not doing right now to benefit you. And then you got step 3. Pretty much saying, this is how I feel. This is how I'm going to move forward. Now, with doing this, I'm not saying to hold a grudge or be vengeful. You're just freeing your spirit from this person. That's what people don't understand. When we hug people, when we love on people, and when we really love on people, you exchanging spirits. Think about it. There has been times. Think about that one person. They could be you could be having the best day of your life, and then this person is having the worst day of their life in some shape, form, or fashion. It kind of bleeds in over to your day because you exchange spirits. You trusted this person with your whole heart, which lets them in. So going forth, you're saying going forth, that access to me has been denied. Man, this is some deep stuff. I don't care about who's getting mad. I just had to get this out, but I hope that this really helped you, and also the people that's assigned to your life. I'm going to say to the people that's has been assigned to my life and will always be assigned to my life. I ask for you to forgive me if I have ignored you or I haven't been there for you because I was chasing after people that was attached to me. Fool's gold, fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. Please forgive me because now I'm going to pay more attention to you. And y'all know who you are that has held me down. I'm paying more attention to you. Okay, sorry. The people who's attached to me. 5, 4, 3, 2. Your time is up. I'm already writing up pink slips. And don't get scared if I say, hey, let's meet up. It's not gonna happen today. It's not gonna happen next week. But be ye also ready. Or you never know. The people that's attached to my life, it's been real. I promise you. You taught me a lot. I took the good, the bitter, the sweet, the ugly, everything. As Jade says, you had this is for my attached people. You had to get yours. Now I gotta get mine. No more games. No more telling lies. No, no. It ain't going your way. I gotta count down for you to send you on your way. Take that with you and the Lord with you. But I want to dedicate this special podcast episode to a person that is God given a sign to me. I have never felt a love like this before. For those who know, hush. For those who don't know, read between the lines. But this man has poured into me like no other. And I know I'm looking different. I'm healthier. I'm working on my skincare. Shout out to Melon Glow. And we have prayed for each other. I have supported him. He has supported me. And I love him with my whole heart. I do. And if you don't like who I'm with, to hell with you. To hell with you, because that's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. but I dedicate this podcast episode to him. Thank you, babe, for showing me who is assigned to my life. And thank you for going on this journey with me. And we're going to go together strong, stronger than ever before. So, this is the end of Unapologetically Tea podcast. I'm gonna think of some more topics. What y'all think about I'm using Riverside, uh, Riverside stream. But this episode will be up soon. And I really hope y'all take my message that I said. And I really want y'all to challenge. I really want to challenge y'all to take a pause one day, whether it's a weekend. Shut the world off. Think about who's in your life, who's assigned, who's attached, and be prepared to move forward with some people. And there are some people you got to leave behind. Because I'm telling you, I do believe everyone that's listening here, you are close to your next phase, just like I am. But please take heed of what I have said. If not, stick it in your back pocket, open up for another day. So thank you for joining me Unapologetically Tea podcast. Raw growth, real story. And I will always say and close it out, you have the right to tell your story. Don't give anybody that's attached to you tell it for you. Please, peace and blessings.